Hey everybody, this is Rahz Slaughter from fitnessbusinessmastery.com. I'm excited for this interview here. You know, our interview series is all about bringing other fitness professionals together so that we can not only share, collaborate, create amazing things so that we can make a huge impact in the market of health and wellness and helping people create the best versions of themselves. I have the pleasure today to bring you Felicia Starks from FeliciaStarks.com. Felicia, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I can't wait to get started. I've been excited since I saw that we had you on the calendar for this interview series. I know that you're doing a really great job with your business, helping a lot of people. We're all about keeping it real, raw, and relevant here. So we're not going to BS the people. We want to make sure that we can ask you the hard-hitting questions. Is that okay?
That is absolutely fine.
Sweet. So for those who may not know you and your personal story, you and I have had the opportunity to chat a little bit. I would really love for you to be able to share with them a little bit of your backstory, not so much, when you were 4, but when did you get into the fitness industry? What was your motivation? And just share a little bit about that.
Thanks again for this opportunity, Rahz. And I got into the fitness industry in 2012 when I decided to get my certification to become a personal trainer. And the whole reason that I got into it is because I had lost weight and was able to maintain it for longer than the 3 months. It's the after picture that no one really talks about. And I had a lot of people asking me, how did I do it? What was I doing? And was asking for advice. And so instead of me just pulling out of my, I wanted to give them the facts about what really works and what doesn't.
Absolutely.
Because I had most of the people that were coming to me were women. Don't really have guys asking me a lot of advice. I don't know why.
Okay. So you serve women, which is great, an amazing niche. Now, what's your business model look like currently? Are you an online trainer? Are you an offline, a little bit of both? What's that look like?
I am strictly online right now.
Okay. Very cool. And the online space is really popular right now. Can you tell us how did that transition? Because for me, I've done some online coaching. I've done some, I own 2 personal training studios. How did that happen for you? Was it just like, oh, I want to go online, or was it a nice progression? Tell us a little bit about that.
Nice progression is funny. I'm glad you said that. I started out as being local, and because I have steadily built up trust in my community, I've had more people that were outside of my area asking for help. And so I wanted to be able to provide help, to be able to I could refer them to people that I knew, but I wanted to be able to help coach them in what they needed. And so I have had a lot of business mentors like Alicia, like Pat Rigsby, a lot of people that have been talking about the online part. And so it wasn't necessarily a smooth transition because you're trying to figure out what works. And so when you first start, you start with a certain model that looks like it's going to work. And then you realize, okay, that's not going to work for what they need. And so I'm a one person it's a one woman show right now. And so I use my calendar that keeps me up to date, but the beauty of Facebook, and when they transition to having live where I can go live in groups, that was a big game changer for me. And thank God I've stumbled across different apps that really made it seamless from the outside. So that was the transition.
Awesome. So let's talk, because you mentioned that, you found some great apps and you utilize Facebook Lives and groups. Tell us, because, there are a lot of, online trainers who want to, or offline that want to go online. What are a couple resources that you use daily that help you grow your business?
The first one is, of course, I use Google Calendar. I don't know what I would do without it. And with a lot of the the calendars are able to integrate with a lot of the apps. So that has made it really easy. I use Schedulicity exclusively. And if you are someone that you are new, if you can either get the free version or the pay version of whatever thing that you're doing, because that's going to keep you on track. The other app that I use, or because Schedulicity, you can use the desktop or your phone. Pocket Suite is something I stumbled across last year. It's exclusively on your app, but the way that it works is that you do everything. Like you can send out invoices, you can send out contracts, you can do reoccurring payments, and you can have it set up so that it goes to your bank. When I say you can, it's like I can send out text messages to all of my clients, but it's not going as a group text. I can schedule them in advance. That is how I run my business as far as sending contracts. And then the other um, tool that I use is my PT Hub. Those are the two that I use. Those are really the three that I use exclusively, in addition to the Google Calendar.
Outstanding. Great resources, definitely. And on the blog post, I'll make sure to put their links in there. So I love it. Let's talk about your business a little bit. So how long have you been doing online training again?
Online since 2015.
Okay. So you've been doing it for about 3 years, like so almost. Tell me a little bit about the success. Like, how have you grown your business? Like, we start from zero. Where do you see your business? Is it a part-time business right now, full-time? Do you have a full-time career? Where are you?
I have a full-time career, and the goal is to get my online coach to the point where I can step away from my full-time and do this exclusively, because I love what I do. So now it's kind of like I hate to say it, but it's like a part-time lover. Like, I love so yes, that is. And there was the first question, part of the question that you asked me, because I think I skipped over it.
No, it was just like from where you are, in the business right now. Is it part-time, full-time? And let's just talk about, it's 2018.
Yeah.
Where do you see your business going this year?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you need to do in your business in order to take it to that level where you want to go for full-time?
I have got to be better at being uncomfortable when things start looking. As a newbie, you can start out a certain way, and probably when you start, you have a lot of ideas, but those you cannot implement all those ideas. Like, I want to do a podcast, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you have to, like, okay, let's get it running, test it out, see if it's working, and then you have to progress. And the other part is not being hiring mentors, and not just a mentor for, like, you have do fitness, having a mentor that is business. And sometimes you're going to have more than one mentor that you're paying. Because yeah, you can follow people all day, but if you really want to get the help and have somebody dig in your business and tell you, hey, this is what's working, this is what's not working, it's going to be worth everything for you to have a mentor that can really guide you down this road, because you don't know what is going to be ahead. And if you have somebody else that is looking from it from not a jaded view, then it's going to be so much. What has helped me, 2017 was amazing for me.
I love hearing that. That's great. And now, see, I love what you said there, because a lot of people that, especially if we have newbies who are just starting training, just left the big box gym, or was with a major company, or someone who just said, I'm going to go get my own certification, and I'm going to just become a personal trainer, which a lot do, because I look great. I'm an IFBB pro or whatever. I'm an Instagram celebrity, and they think it's going to be easy. And they think they could go and get all the information free. I've hired, well over $150,000 in coaches at this point in my career. I don't see any stopping, because I've always got an ROI on that. And as you were just saying eloquently, you have to be willing to invest in yourself. So I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. But being online, you have to have some type of a personality, which I could see that you do. You don't mind getting on video and stuff like that. What is the number one way that you attract new leads into your business?
Because I started, even though I have been into fitness since 2012, I started in internet marketing. And so with internet marketing, you have to, the know, like, and trust factor. Like, that's everywhere, whether it's fitness or whatever. And so I got comfortable with putting myself out there and being honest, and also knowing who my people are and what their pain points are. If I'm talking about something that is important to me, but it doesn't resonate with them, they're not going to connect. So when I'm doing a video or when I'm doing a post, I'm going to talk about the pain points that I know you're struggling with your diet. I know you're killing it at the gym, but your results are not showing. And my target, my girl, she's going to contact me because she's like, oh my God. And sometimes it's going to take a year or so. I have several clients that they followed me for months. One, she didn't contact me until after a year because they're trying to see how consistent we are and if what we're doing is really working. Because it's all great and fun to post pictures of yourself and what you've done, but the question is, how can you help me? Can you help anybody else other than yourself?
Great. Wow. And that's powerful right there, because you told people, you got to have an avatar. You need to know who your niche is in your market. It's something that I talk about a lot in the 3 M's formula, knowing your market. And then that allows you to speak directly to their pains, and you can actually show them that you have the solution. And yes, you are a marketing tool. I mean, you have amazing before and afters. You have amazing experience and successes in bodybuilding and physique. But you also show that you help a lot of people through your results, which is great. So we know that you can market on Facebook, you can market on Instagram. This is all organic. Are you currently doing any paid marketing?
I am doing, not outside of Facebook. I do Facebook ads,
Okay, so
but
you
not outside of Facebook right now. And
outstanding.
Facebook and Instagram, those are my main platforms.
Definitely. And how has the Facebook escalation? Because everybody's like, "Oh, put up an ad." What, are you doing it yourself, or did you hire out an agency? What was that process for you?
Since I'm a one-woman show and I have a limited budget at the beginning, I have taken, again, it's going with you find mentors that are willing to pay them, and then they're willing to share with you what is working for them. And if you find the right mentor, like my mentor Stephanie Jones she had someone come in that does Facebook ads for her, and we were able to, like, digest all of the stuff that was there. So I had to do a lot of it myself. It can be confusing, it can be frustrating, but once you figure it out, it's like gold. You just, like, switch it out and not being afraid. Here's one thing I've found about the ads: you have to be willing to not pay a whole bunch of money, but you have to be almost like, if you're going to get in the game, you got to be willing to gamble a little bit and not get your feelings hurt if the results don't go the way that you expect them to.
Great stuff. I agree with you on that. A lot of people, oh, you know what? I did Facebook ads and it didn't work. I said, oh, so how much did you invest? Oh, I had a $30 campaign per day, or no, $30 in an entire month. I'm like, I mean, what is that? Like, you're not
Your reach was
investing.
this.
Exactly. It's so I agree with you on that. And I think that, hiring the right people, learning from them, myself included, I feel like if you're watching this, and you got to take what Felicia said there, she had to hire someone, learn from it, and now she's doing it on her own. And that's what I believe, because it's the philosophy: if you are going to give a man a fish or teach him how to fish, they're going to be able to have meals forever. It's so important. And I think that that's great that you said that. Let's talk a little bit about, like, one of the things that online and offline, when you're dealing with sales, when you're face to face, it's a lot easier to connect, to build rapport. How has that process been for you when getting a sale and actually having someone say, you know what, I'm willing to give you my credit card? Do you do it all online? Are you doing it over the phone? Do you doing it through internet? What is the process for you?
The process at the beginning was kind of scary because I don't know if anyone is going to be willing to give me their money. So like you said, in person, I can talk with you, and because you know me and you see me and you trust me, you're going to give me money. But online, if they don't trust what you say, if you're wish-washy and you are doing this one day and like they have to be able to trust that you are going to do what you say. And more, it's going to go back to what I said, being consistent with what your message is. Are you, if someone was to go back into your timeline, are you going to be talking about like where you completely change things and we're free to change, but what I've found is that because the most of the people that I serve, I've been willing to be transparent, and um, that built up trust. And when I'm transparent and share stuff with you that you know that people are not like, no, like, how did I not know this? But when you can learn from me, then you're like, okay, well, she's sharing this and it's free. Then what am I going to get from her by paying her to help me get what I need?
Great. Now, I was doing some research and getting ready for this interview, and I was looking at a lot of your success stories and testimonials on your website. And I'm just curious because I believe in specialization. One of the things that we do at Metaburn Fitness, my personal training studios, is I cater to one demographic. Have you found that that has been successful for you? Is there any specific demographic, age range, ethnicity? Does that anything are you attracting specifically?
I I do have like when I first started, even though I thought that I knew who my avatar was, when I started looking at my data of who was digesting my stuff, who was sending me messages, it was from the age range of like 25 to 44, way bigger before, and the um, and I get people that are outside of the city, but I was originally going for one niche, and the people that were attracted to me were not in that, they were totally different. And so you have to adjust to what the market wants.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. So like, I love the fact that you've gone through this process of having your own transformation, getting on stage, going from offline to online, making it just a great evolution. What are one or two of success principles or things that you would like to share with this audience that can help someone who maybe they're in the beginning, maybe they're in the intermediate, but either way, if they use these principles that you utilize every single day, they'll be successful as well.
Perfect. Yes, the first one is you have to set your ego aside. Everything that you probably learned to prepare you for this is not going to necessarily be what you apply in order to be successful in this market, whether it's online or offline. You have to be able to invest in yourself. Not only mentors, but you have to develop yourself personally, because no one wants to be around, no one's going to follow you if you're negative. Now some people, they like that, but and the other thing is you have to be okay with um, not saying failing is not an option. Failing is an option. Giving up is not.
Mm. Definitely, definitely. I love that. Failing is not an option, but giving up
Failing is an option.
is an option, but
Yeah.
giving up isn't. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to listen to that one again because I think that that's really powerful for just as having that in your mindset to understand the shift there. Um, Let me ask you this. So there are a lot of fitness women in the market right now that are, Instagram celebrities. They don't have the experience. They don't have they don't even get results. All they do is they're posting up selfies and they're doing that thing. I keep it real here. So here it comes. This is
Yes.
heavy.
Okay.
What makes you stand out in the market, and why do you see yourself being successful when there are a lot of people who are really just kind of like online, I'd say just celebrities because of a camera?
That's a great question. So, what separates me and the people that are attracted to me are because I don't. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm showing you when I'm working out and I share with you some of my struggles. I'm not. I might post a selfie. I don't think, but um, what makes me different is my ability to be able to not just give you information, but be able to help you understand, okay, you might have thought that this was what the case was, but this is a true story. So I keep it real. I say it's like, it's no BS, because
Hmm.
we can talk about fitness and all that kind of stuff, but the things that you need in order to move you from here to here are what I am going to be able to share with you,
Outstanding. I love
and
that.
not just showing products.
Exactly. We don't want to call anyone out, but maybe I will one day. But there are a lot of people out there that are just putting on suits and stuff like that, and people believe them. So I love this profession. I think that it gives us an opportunity, like people like you and I, to collaborate and connect. What would you say is the biggest challenge for someone to transition online?
There are a lot of um, people that are, really knowing, okay, where am I going to, knowing what direction to go into, and then trusting that when you go in that direction, it's going to really give you the information that you need. Implementing what you learn is going to probably be the biggest thing, because at the beginning, it can be, you get a lot. It's how, like, information overload. If you get too much information, you're going to stand still, like, where do I go? But
Yep.
the thing is that trusting the process enough to know that, okay, if I don't take a step, nothing is going to ever happen. And the way that I started online is because a young lady, she hounded me to help her with a meal plan, and I didn't want to. I didn't even want to charge her, but then I helped her, posted her photos, and the lady who had been following me for a whole year, then she decided, and she is big on Instagram, and so she helped blow my business up. But what if I had not ever took that other lady up on it? So the thing is, you have to take a chance and trust that if you have, like, you have everything in you already that you need to succeed, you just got to apply it.
I love it. I love it. That's great. It's obvious that you could just hear that it's about your mindset, understanding that you're willing to take that leap of faith, grow your wings on the way down, be willing to make some mistakes, but keep pushing forward, never quitting. That's the key to your success. I'm sure that people got some great information here in this interview today. I want to thank you for your time. But if someone wanted to reach out to you and either hire you for your services or ask you some questions and just connect with you, what's the best place to do that?
The best place is on Facebook. I am at Felicia J Starks on Facebook, and it's Starks, like John Starks. On Instagram, it's Felicia Starks Fitness, and of course, Twitter is, I think, Felicia J Starks. So I am on YouTube, Felicia Starks Fitness. So if you're looking for Felicia Starks, if you Google me, you will find there was another lady that is a singer, and she has the same name, but I pushed her down because I pushed so much content. So Facebook and Instagram and YouTube are going to be the best places, and you can also go to FeliciaStarks.com to also find out more about everything that I do and who I serve.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I think that you guys all definitely go hit her up on Facebook, hit her up on the social media platforms. I think that this has been a great, full of chunk of information. The last thing I'll leave you guys with is that she said that she has content out there, and that content is how she's getting out to reach her ideal client and actually sort through these people so that they can reach out to her. And content is king. So I'm Coach Rahz from fitnessbusinessmastery.com. Thank you guys for this interview series. Thanks, Felicia, and we'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a great day. Take care. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom!